Hello everyone and welcome to our I Pick My Butt video. More Survivor.io, and getting any of your attack gear up to epic means you're going to get that 25% attack, which is a huge number to see because any RA is just going to get that lonely 15%. Well, today we have done it. We've grabbed a second Lightchaser, which they seem to just drop so terribly, very hard to get. But with buying these tech parts to make those videos, I was able to get enough gems to say, hey, why don't I just try one last time at the S grade and see what we get? And luckily for me, we were able to grab another Lightchaser. Now, a lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it, but if you are a fan of the Lightchaser, this is definitely a solid move taking it to epic. And compared to my Epic Kunai at the same level, this gave us a whopping 600 extra attack added on to the stats there. So before I upgrade this, I figured let me just give this a run through Chapter 26, kind of get a base to see how the bosses feel, how the elites feel, and how the mobs feel inside the game. And if you played the Lightchaser before, you know how important it is to grab that Evo because that's where this thing really shines. So I was trying to get the same abilities for both runs, but two of the modifiers I was trying to focus on was the Energy Cube to reduce the cooldowns, and then the HE Fuel, I think it is, which is going to increase the weapon range. And you can see here, we're doing pretty good. Monsters are resisting a little bit, but for the most part, we are dropping them pretty decently. But let's take a look at one of the elites. I figure the 13-minute mark's always a good point because that's usually when this first one comes out. That really kind of makes a difference of if you're going to stay alive or if you're going to be going away and ending the game right there. But you can see it is a little bit of a struggle. Katana users, you probably know this one pretty well. Take a couple of shots and just run away. And it is taking quite a bit to take them down, but we do eventually drop them. Now let's take a look over at the Lightchaser at epic. And keep in mind that this is a chapter higher, so mobs are going to be a little bit tankier. And also, I did grab attack boost on the other video that I just showed earlier, so this is nothing that's going to make a difference on this one. But once I realized how much more powerful this was, having that extra 600 attack, I decided let's get a little cocky here and just see if we can outrun these waves and see how much we can really do and destroy. And as you can see, this is pretty much just melting everything within the way of me here. It's insane how much damage this is really doing. But let's just go up to that 13-minute point there where we fought that first elite and show you how it does with the Lightchaser at epic. And yes, it can be hard to compare two different elites, two different chapters, but where it took me 18 seconds to finally drop the elite that I showed you before, it only took about 9 seconds on this one. And it just felt so much easier with this thing at epic to just drop it with the Lightchaser. Now, I've been using the Kunai a lot, and I switch a lot between that and the Lightchaser. Been using the Kunai a lot more because I've had it at epic, and the Lightchaser was only at excellent. But I gotta say, this definitely made my phone nice, hot, and toasty, and there was a lot of glitching going on the screen with all the animations behind it. And even going up against the boss wasn't too bad either, but if you guys haven't used the Lightchaser yet, it's definitely something to look forward to, something I definitely enjoy. And if you're not a fan of it, if you ever get this thing to epic, I'd say retest it and see what the changes are for you. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Lightchaser or no Lightchaser? Don't forget to join the Discord if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and remember, I pick my butt.